Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're going to be doing a stock market portfolio update video, and I know you guys really do enjoy these videos, so let's get straight into it. So we've got a big earnings report coming up this week for my portfolio, which is Tesla, which you guys know I hold Tesla stock. I've got about 22 shares off the top of my head, I think, from what I remember really, but we've got earnings coming up and it's on Wednesday. So this Wednesday we've got Tesla earnings. They're expecting an EPS of 0.74 and their expected revenue is 24.2 billion. So hopefully we can hit these numbers, but I know a lot of people are saying that it's not going to be happening or not expecting the best earnings this week. So we'll see how it goes, and if that's the case, then and there's a massive reaction and it's going to drop, then I'm definitely going to go for it. So yeah, I'm going to be scooping up more shares. So we're on Alibaba now and we've got 27 shares and it's stayed the same. It's literally been the same, like even the stock price, it just hovers around this $84 mark. It seems, if you look at previous videos, it seems to be the same. I have been thinking about, I don't know, this is where I shouldn't just stick with what my original plan was. I got into Alibaba because it's cheap, being impatient, so I've kind of answered my question, but I was thinking about putting money into PayPal, because if you look at the graph now of PayPal, it has gone back to like 2017 levels. It's very, very cheap. A lot of people are going on about how cheap it is and that they should be getting into PayPal, and it's a massive opportunity. So I have been looking at that, tempted to buy some shares of that. Let me know in the comments below if you're getting into PayPal at all. But yeah, we're down 5% on Alibaba. Apple stock, we've got 7 shares of this, as we do always, 7 shares, and we're up 55%. And yeah, it's lovely. Like, Apple I've held for 3 years, so if you're new to investing or you're just watching a trading 2 and 2 video, I've actually, a little backstory, I bought these back in, I need to get this right to be honest, I don't know if it was 2020, mate, let's say 2020, and I remember buying these shares and I said to my mum, Dad, I'm going to buy some Apple, we'll see what it goes in the next few years, and I'm up 55%, so it's done well. So I've not bought any shares since. It's literally been 7 shares since 2020 really. So we've got British Airspace, and they're up 5% in the week, which is really good, but obviously it's reacting because of what's happening in Israel, and it's so sad what's happening, but yeah, that's what defensive stocks have been doing, and that's what Palantir have been considered as now more of, is a defensive stock. So that's quite an interesting one, that Palantir is like reacting to what's going on in the world as a defensive stock with the defensive stocks, if that makes sense. But yeah, we're up 18% on that, so nice. Lucid up 3.8%, 4% today, let's go. We need that. Not that it really matters because we are down 71%, 2,500 nearly. Hard pill to swallow, but we're holding strong with it. We'll see in the next few years. Neostock, so we're down £186 on that, 53%, not great at all, but we move. Palantir, it's just even at the moment. It has had an incredible run recently though, in the last month up 13%. Keeping an eye on it, like we say, we put £250 a month away into Palantir, so regardless of the stock price, I put £250 worth, and that's how many shares I get every month. So we've got £8,000 in this and we're down 9.8%, 10%. And yeah, hopefully it does actually go down so we can just get cheaper shares. So yeah, but looking out for Palantir, to be honest with you, just to see if we can get some more shares of this, because this is my highest conviction stock. I just believe in Palantir and what they do. They cover obviously the defensive side, the military, and they've got a lot of government contracts, and also the consumer side, which they're trying to scale. They're doing boot camps showing different companies how it works, and they get to try it, ask questions, and hopefully that can boost up sales and get some more customers. So the consumer side, hopefully they can get more and more of, and I just think they will. And then on top of that, the healthcare. So obviously I'm from England in the UK, which a lot of you guys are from. They might be getting an NHS contract worth $680 million. So if they get that, that will be incredible, and it will be a massive statement really to other different types of countries that have healthcare and want to be using Palantir, because if they're going to help the NHS out with waiting times, then that will be huge for not just like us in the UK, but obviously the Palantir shareholders, because they'll be wanting to use it more, and also other countries will hopefully want to use it. But so they cover every angle like healthcare, like I said, what's going on in the world, i.e. like the wars, which is obviously really sad, but it obviously has the software to help with that situations. So it's just a case of if people get contracts with them, and then also the consumer side with all these different companies using Palantir to save money. So it is an interesting stock. Rolls-Royce, we are up 14%. So yeah, holding pretty strong, up 4% in the week. So yeah, nice stock there with Rolls-Royce. I did hear they're going to be doing a dividend. Wow, there's rumours. I don't know how true that is, so that'll be interesting to know if they do. I don't know, obviously, if it's anytime soon, obviously, because they've only just started making some profits. So yeah, I don't know what's going on yet, but I just heard from someone, so who knows. Tesla stock, so it's up 1%. I'm keeping an eye on Tesla, by the way. So we're up 16.8%, and yeah, so we've got 4,600 in this, 22 shares, like I said earlier in the video. And yeah, Tesla, like I say, is going to be huge. Like at the moment, it's just like a car company, and it obviously has the solar and the solar side of things. It's just massive. It's a tech company, which everyone knows about. The people that are investing in Tesla knows it's a tech company, and they're going to be beyond that. So they're creating all sorts of things. They're gathering 1 million miles of data for the electric cars that they got, which will then obviously, it blows out any other electric car company with all that data. So with that data, 1 million miles a day, not a year, a day, they'll have that data. When it goes one day to autonomous driving, it'll be game over. Like Tesla will take it over. They've got all the data. Other car companies are going to have to probably use Tesla's data, because surely the government will have to say, for safety wise, you need to get into using Tesla software because they've got so much more data. So they could sell that out. Surely Uber could be interested in something like that, or maybe even Tesla themselves doing their own taxis with no one in it and making money with taxis. So yeah, they've got that side of the autonomous industry, which is huge. Like the industry's huge, what people are predicting. So that's that. And then obviously you got your robots that they're designing, which look very clever, scary stuff, but that's where the times are going. And that's another industry in a few years' time for itself. So they've got so many different types of companies. And like I said in the previous video, they've got so many different S-curves. Like, if you don't know what that is, it's like a market cycle. So when Apple released the iPhones, when they first released the iPhones, that was like a massive S-curve because of the amount of growth that they could make as a joke. And it gets to a point where obviously things die off and slow down because you've not created a new product and things like that. But Tesla have got it coming out their ears. Like, they've got the robots coming out in the future. They've got the autonomous driving side of it. They're going to keep growing the solar that they've got. The electric cars, they want to go from, I think, also 1 million cars a year, which they're doing at the moment, to 20 million. That's 20 times. I'm going to ramble on. There's so much. And if you want to learn more information on Tesla, then there's so many good people to watch, and also going on the internet, Twitter, all sorts. So definitely look into Tesla if you're not, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are. But yeah, up 16.8%. Virgin Galactic Space, I actually bought some shares, you know. It's gone up 13%, so that's pretty nice. I bought like 3 more shares. I know it's nothing. I literally used some of the interest that I'm getting on the cash to buy some shares of Space, just to have, but we're down 86%. And then the next one, we've got £88, which is Lake Resources, and yeah, down a lot. So in total, my portfolio is £28,318, which is lovely, like lovely stuff. And like I said, we're going to be putting £250 away every month into the stock market, into Palantir. And yeah, and then obviously more money if any stocks just plummet and I like the look of the price. So yeah, that's the plan. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.